Hello and good afternoon car buyers, I'm Neil from Bathcars and today's car is the Saab. This is the 9.5 Estate, 2.2 diesel turbo. Done some miles, 189,000 miles, but doesn't it drive very well indeed. It drives absolutely spot on. It actually drives better than that one, which is 123k. But if you're interested, we have got two automatic turbo diesel estate cars here at the moment, which are one's at 2,995 and this one here is a bit less, obviously because a bit more miles, but 55 registration Saab 2.2 linear I should say, with the alloy wheels and power steering, air conditioning and no cruise control, but automatic 5-speed auto, electric windows all round. Metallic black is it, or solid black? It's a solid black colour, but well made. Saabs, nice car, fresh number plates fitted, load of tax to go with it as well at 310313, so huge lump of tax, 100 quid's worth there I should imagine, and has a tow bar as well. So good towing car, automatic, no clutch to replace, has the tow bar with single electric tow, electric hookup, rear wash wiper, high level brake light. Not much in the way of bodywork damage to this car. It's nice and clean and straight. I like the look of it. It's been driven by myself for 30 odd miles and it performed absolutely brilliantly. It's got a decent level of torque and power. The gear changes were all perfect. I'd hate to say it, but probably just run in and ready for work. Okay, look, under the back here we've got a spare wheel with the original plates on. The toolkit's underneath there. Little cubby storage holes here and over here as well. And did I see anything in this one yet? The wheel brace. Baggage covers present. Folds down like so. There are 3 inertia reel safety belts and 3 head restraints in the back there. As you can see, map pockets in the back as well. Not been cleaned this car yet, pre-preparation. All the seats fold down nice and easily. Carpet mats, nice and dry and clean. Doesn't smell horrible in there. This car was just a demonstrator model and then a one private keeper all the way from virtually the date of reg. So demonstrator plus one private keeper. Looking at the tyres, this is a Michelin Primacy tyre, and bearing in mind what Saab drivers are generally like, they don't hold back on spending money. There is a locking wheel nut on each alloy, and those brake pads are pretty good in the back there, and that tyre is a bit better than half worn. This one here, again a Michelin, and he's about half worn or just a bit worse than half worn. The brake pads are practically new in there actually, and the disc looks pretty good as well. So that tyre's probably going to need replacing about springtime next year. Light scuffs to the bumpers here and there. Again, the same for this one. Brake pads, as I say, just been serviced by the looks of it not long ago. And Michelin on there. So this car's been shod with Michelin tyres all round. They're not cheap, they're not budget tyres, so bear that in mind. Whoever's put the tyres on hasn't held back on spending the money. There's the locking wheel nut down the back there. Owner's manuals. I can't seem to see the owner's manuals. I don't know where they've gone. Maybe they'll turn up when we're cleaning the car a bit better. But it does have a Parrot hands-free kit as well, one of these things, which I'll show you in just a moment. But looking around the car, it's not bad at all actually. It'll make a good barge for somebody to knock about in. And if you live in central city, you'll bear in mind that automatic is absolutely lovely. It saves you from having to put your foot on the clutch all the time. There's the 4 electric windows, there's the centre armrest. Let's fire her up. So that Parrot hands-free kit's about 200 quid's worth of gear, Bluetooth to your phone. Car starts up absolutely perfect. Revs up nicely, you can hear the turbo boosting, there's good power delivery, fingertip control, hi-fi, leather steering wheel, look at that, all in very nice condition. There's the radio, the display is all spot on. These displays do go, but that one's looking really good. Auto aircon, all working fine. That's dual zone air conditioning. Allows you to be able to change the temperatures independently from one side to the other. All the gauges are working fine. Traction control, pedal rubbers all good. Sport mode as well. 2.2. What is it? 120 brake is it? I think about that sort of area. The glass is all good, screen's good, no front fogs. What a pleasant looking car. Seat sits well, decent sized wheels, but not too big so that the ride goes and you get a decent comfort ride. all the washers, wipers, everything all works fine, as you'd expect from a car from Sweden, where they experience nice, well, heavy low temperatures. So a good car for the winter. Okay, right, we'll leave you with that shot. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye bye. Okay, we've got to have a little bit of documentation then to run through. There are two keepers with this car. The first keeper was Lewis Saab, so just a demonstrator, and then a private lady owner. She'd owned it since 2005. So yeah, the car ran as a demonstrator. Well, actually saying that, it was self-registered, it wasn't even a demonstrator. It remained in Lewis Saab's possession for just 7 days, so they would have self-registered it to probably accumulate a bonus or something like that, but just 7 days really. In theory, 99.99% one owner. Diesel car, estate vehicle, Euro version. It's got Euro 4, I think it's Euro 4 version, 2170cc, 202 grams per kilometre, so that'll be probably 220 to tax that for a year, I should imagine. In the colour black. We have the MOT certificate, which is valid until the September the 27th, 2013. And also, interestingly, no advisory notices. It's done at 187,000 miles, so it's just done a couple of thousand miles since the MOT, but no advisory notices. That's cracking good news. Now, service history and books. Unfortunately, there are no books in the car. Well, I can't find them at the moment, so maybe when it has its full valet, that we'll come across them. They may well be in the boot or something. That may contain a service history book, but more than likely the service history and the receipts and things will probably be with a previous keeper, of which I will contact them. I have a phone number, and also maybe write her a letter to get some details on it. But clearly the car would have been looked after. No car gets no advisory notices when it goes for an MOT if it hasn't had any servicing. Okay, back to the vehicle. Okay folks, here we go then. So the service history has arrived for this Saab. As I predicted, I thought it had a brilliant service. It's just come through from the owner. And what have we got here? We've got a load of receipts and bills just for tyres and exhaust and just general things related to tyres, not so important. The owner's manuals are present with all the books. There is 2 keys. There's the certificate of conformity. There's a couple of old MOTs there as well. Obviously, you can look all the old MOTs up on the DVLA website. The original service book with loads of stamps in the book here. It's funny, isn't it? Without all this, you wouldn't know it's been done. But as I predicted, we've got service history, Lewis Saab, running from mileage of 4 miles, 18,000 miles. Then to Sycamore Cars at 37,000 miles, 55,000 miles, 75,000 miles, 90,000 miles. 108,000 miles, 128,000 miles, 146,000, 165,000, and the last stamp in the book is at 182411, done on the 20th of the 6th, 2012. So, and that was back to a main dealer as well, at Lewis Saab. So, great service history there. Plus, we've got bills as well. So, 28/01/2010, £689. Engine oil, service, brake fluid, brake pads, and a tyre. 2007, 173 quid for service. 2008, £175 service. 2006, £171 service. 2008, £343 service. Discs, pads, oil filter, air filter, etc., etc. 2009, £287 service. 2007, 129,000 miles. Brake pads, that's all. Lewis Saab, £385, date of service, job date 2006. And 163,000 miles, we had another one of 432 quid, that's tyres and alignment, etc. So that's actually going to go in that pile. So there we go, really can't beat that then, lovely service history, proper job.